It has been 6 hours and I messed up. Hello, welcome back to Keeping Up with the Queen. Let's discuss foundation today. We haven't reviewed a foundation in a minute. You know how much I'm obsessed with BB cream, CC cream, cushion, and today, a liquid foundation at last. This is the the newest foundation in my collection because I haven't bought one in a while, and especially from Nars. This is only my fourth time trying their foundation, and this is the Nars Light Reflecting Foundation. It's supposed to have skincare ingredients. It's supposed to help your skin over time, even after you remove the makeup, with a pump. So you don't have to buy the pump separately, which is nice. There's also a lid so it doesn't go everywhere like this one if you put it in the bag. I already did the application footage. And can you tell which side has powder and which side does not? We're going to compare the formulas between this one and the Sheer Glow, and we're going to wear this all day and see if this foundation would last well. But first of all, let's go on NARS website and see what the claims are. This innovative blend of makeup and skincare instantly blurs imperfections, smooths the looks of textured skin, and helps conceal blemishes, dark spots, and redness. Improves the appearance of skin clarity over time even after makeup is removed. The medium buildable coverage, natural finish, breathable all-day wear, vegan formula, suitable for most skin types including sensitive skin, and finally is non-acnegenic and won't clog pores. It comes in over 50 shades, and this is a 30 ml or 1 fluid ounce. And I have the shade L3 Gobi. I think it works pretty well. It's a little bit light for my skin tone, so I did blend it down to my neck. But if I were to use bronzer and contour today, I feel like we would just be fine. I just want to say the foundation with just blush and powder. Everyone has their own concerns and what they want in a foundation, and I just want to make sure we're clear on what I'm looking for. I don't care as much about coverage because my skin is okay. I only have some discoloration and some texture here and there. I want to try to see how buildable it is, but I don't need it to build to a full coverage. Natural finish, yes. We want to see how natural it is. Breathable all day wear, yes. I want to see how long it can wear nicely before it starts to break and how it sits in my lines and things like that. Suitable for sensitive skin, very nice. So it won't clog pores, it won't irritate sensitive skin, it won't create itchy spots. You know, sometimes sunscreen, primers, foundation can definitely do that to my skin. So right after I apply something, there will be like an itchy spot right here, and the moment that I start itching it, it's just a red patch. All of these that I'm looking for, if they work well, then it's going to be worth the $55 price tag, and I would recommend it to you to try it. Let's do a swatch. You're supposed to shake well, so I'm gonna shake it, and my clean hand, small amount. I hope you can see it's starting to run down my hand here. It's a thinner consistency. Try a pump of Sheer Glow. So this is Sheer Glow. This is light reflecting. Don't pay attention to the shade because clearly this is a darker shade than my skin tone and this is a lighter shade than my skin tone. Can we talk about how hard it is to shade match even in person because of the lighting in the store? And trust me, I already do all the trick, like putting it here, putting it here, putting it here. I like that this is lighter because I like a little bit of a brightening effect, so I don't mind that. And since I have a darker shade here, I can just mix them. Let's see here. You see how much I can spread it? Yeah, so the coverage is gonna be really nice. It dries very quickly. I can tell that it's already kind of set. This is it blended out. I was thinking between this and another more trendy new foundation between the two to buy to review, and I choose this one because it looks so smooth and it covered the texture of the back of my wrist here better than a new foundation, like just came out. Anyway, so that is the light reflecting foundation, and regarding the light reflecting, I don't know what that means, but I'm not seeing any like sparkles or anything. It's slightly glowy, but on my face I have it on right now and I don't think it's super glowy. Almost mattifying finish. But this is the sheer glow. I'm going to use a different finger. So the sheer glow is a creamier formula. It's a thicker consistency. So I feel like it lays thicker on the skin. It's going to smooth out your skin. I feel a little bit better than the light reflecting foundation, versus the light reflecting will be a very thin veil on the skin and it will grab onto it more tightly, prolonging the wear. That makes sense because the Sheer Glow foundation doesn't claim to be as long lasting an all day wear, versus the light reflecting foundation. It's one of the claims it's long wear. The Sheer Glow one, I have the shade Guadalupe Light 6. So it's quite a few shades darker. And you can tell it's slightly darker than my natural skin tone, and the light reflecting is slightly lighter. The thin texture of this versus the creamy texture of this, the playtime of this combined with the grabbing formula, the long-lasting formula of this one, they will work well together. And obviously a darker shade and a lighter shade combined will be a perfect shade. So I'm interested. Alright, let's put on the foundation. On my face there is a light moisturizer, the First Aid Beauty moisturizer in the jar, and the Laura Mercier Pure Canvas primer in the hydrating formula. I figure we give the foundation a fair chance by doing a full face with primer everywhere. It's good to have a barrier between my skin and the foundation anyway, but I'm only gonna powder half of my face, and we're gonna see the foundation on one side of my face without any powder. There is no more tackiness. Let's get right into it. Shake it up. Let's just start with 2 pumps. We're gonna blend it into the skin to sheer out the coverage. And I'm just gonna very lightly, wow, look, a little bit goes a very long way with this. Immediately I can tell that with this foundation, I want to moisturize really well because I feel like it dries up pretty quickly, and once it's set, it feels like it's just gonna stay put and it's not gonna move anywhere, which is a good sign. I feel like it's gonna wear well throughout the day. It's a little bit lighter than my neck, but with a contour and bronzer and blush, I think it will work well. I have some dullness on my skin, as you can see. This half has the light reflecting foundation, a very small amount. I don't think I even use one of the 2 pumps that I pump onto my palm here. This is a medium to full coverage. It looks more smooth than the other side, and I feel like if I have a smoothing, pore minimizing kind of primer, it's gonna be even better. I'll go ahead and apply it on the rest of my face. I purposely use all of the products just to see how much I can try and build up the coverage. And I would say immediately right off the bat is a medium coverage for me. However, I didn't get it to cover completely this. I had an acne here a few weeks ago and there's still a darkness there. The dark spot, yes, and it didn't really cover my dark spot, which I'm totally okay with. I feel like it evened out my skin tone very nicely. It is completely dry right now. Too Faced Born This Way powder, which is, I'm very familiar with this powder and I know how it works, so I can use it to gauge the performance of this foundation. Just gonna do whatever is on here. Work it onto my hand first, and I'm only gonna do half of my face with powder. Very gently tap. I use another layer for my under eye dark circles and I feel like it's perfect amount of coverage. I'm only gonna focus the powder on the center of my face, on my T-zone where I get oily and where my foundation needs help. And then the normal skin area, I'm just gonna do ambient lighting powder in the shade Incandescent Light by Hourglass, and we're just gonna go very lightly. The key with this is to use the smallest amount possible and go very slowly, because if you get a bunch of products like I first kind of did, it will be pretty tough to blend out without it drying on you already, because once you lay it on the skin you don't have much time to work it. That's the thing with this foundation that I noticed. My Tarte Lush Powder palette, and we're just gonna go with a neutral shade to match my neutral lip today. I'm just gonna go right underneath my eye very lightly. There's no complaint there. I think it blends out really well. You can definitely tell that it is not blending as well on this side without any powder. And this side with the powder, I feel like it's just more of a veil and it's a blurred effect. There's more patchiness on this side for sure. Pretty fresh peptides and niacinamide setting spray by ColourPop. I've had it on for about 20 minutes of filming. Yeah, the side with the powder, clearly it's now set and locked in and beautiful. The side with no powder looks slightly patchier with the blush, but it's starting to melt into my skin now. With a distance like this or on camera, I honestly don't think you can tell a difference, but because I know what I'm doing, I can tell that this side is not as smooth as the side with the powder and the setting spray. And we'll see how it looks in the next few hours. It has been 6 hours and I messed up. From a distance, it looks good. Do you see around my nose? It's really breaking apart there. On both sides, actually quite equally. Every time I look into the mirror throughout the day, I see I'm wearing foundation, and I'm not a fan of that. It just looks kind of heavy for the price point. I was hoping for a little bit of a more natural look. When it comes to my smile line, it doesn't really settle into it, but just the nose, it settled in my nose a lot. On this side, it looks almost the same and there's no powder, so it is a self-setting formula. Although I have to say the powder side just looks slightly better. It's starting to get shiny now, but it's not super shiny just yet. The blush still looks great on both sides. I can still see it. Forehead is doing well. Between my brows, I'm very dry there, so almost all foundation start bunching up around there. This one is doing the same thing. Under my eye here, because I doubled it as a concealer, it's starting to settle into my line underneath my eyes. Again, not horrible. Overall, it's been a great performing foundation, but this light reflecting foundation needs, I feel, another round of testing. I don't think I can give you a verdict yet. I feel like I should give this foundation another chance, and maybe it was me. The Laura Mercier hydrating primer was not hydrating enough. I think I need some kind of a thicker consistency wise, like Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. I'm gonna try that one tomorrow as a primer, because I feel like when we start putting the foundation on, it's already start drying, and I didn't have time to blend it out nicely, and it does cling onto my dry patches. You know how that looks. It looks a little bit cakey, to be honest, throughout the day. It still looks a little bit cakey when you look really up close. So I want to try and fix that. I will also mix the foundation with something like the Glow Recipe Dewdrop Beauty Oil. So I'm gonna try that tomorrow on two sides of my face again. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on part 2 of this video. I feel like it has so much more potential, and I feel like it must be me. I didn't use the right product with it to give it the best chance. When you're trying to do an experiment, you have to do multiple types of testing. So stay tuned, and until next time, don't flop.